girls and boys, it's me again. I hope that you're well and that you are growing smarter every day. Thank you all with your help for Donna's question. Now let's look at the challenge I left you with. How many matchsticks will Donna need to build 50 squares? And how many squares can she build if she has 601 matchsticks? Right? What's the smart thing to do? That's right. We analyze and describe the pattern in different ways. Right, what do we see? We see that the pattern is growing. We start with one square, then we have two squares, and then we have three squares. We also see that in pattern 2, we added 3 to pattern 1, and in pattern 3, we see that we added 3 to pattern 2 to get to the answer. So we see that we are adding 3. Now what's a smart thing to do? A smart thing to do is to put our information in a table. So if I have one square, I have 4 matchsticks. And if I have 2 squares, I have 7 matchsticks. And if I have 3 squares, I have 10 matchsticks. We could also write our information. We start with 4, pattern 1, 4, or we can say 1 plus 3, and in pattern 2 we have 1 plus 3 plus 3. Right, so it's clear that we have repeated addition, and repeated addition is equal to multiplication. So we know now that we have to multiply by 3. But the smart thing to do is to check to see whether we have the right rule. 1 multiplied by 3 is definitely not 4, right? But let's look at our pattern again. We see that pattern 1 had an extra 1, and pattern 1 forms part of pattern 2 and pattern 3, and it will also form part of pattern 4, and therefore we have to include the extra 1 in our rule. So what's the rule? The rule now is 3 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 3 plus 1. So now we can solve Donna's first part of the question. She's asking if she has 50 squares, how many matches will she need? 50 multiplied by 3 plus 1, and the answer is 151. For Donna's second part of the question, we have to, yes, what's the smart thing to do? To draw a flow diagram. So now we see when we had the 50 squares, we worked from left to right to get to the number of matches. Now we have to work from right to left. We have to work in reverse. So we have 601 matchsticks. If we work in reverse, we use the inverse operation. So instead of addition, we will use subtraction. The inverse of multiplication is equal to division. So 601 subtract 1 will give me 600, and 600 divided by 3 is equal to 200. So now we have solved the problem. She is able to build 200 squares with 601 matchsticks. Right, now let's see if we can use the following pattern, and this is your challenge for the next time. How many matchsticks will Donna need to build 50 houses? How many can she build if she has 481 matchsticks? That's it for today. Don't forget to post your answers as comments. Keep practicing and keep growing smarter. Until the next time, thank you and goodbye.